What's up everyone? Recently I was on vacation and now I want to talk about the airlines that I took. The airlines that I took was called Frontier, and like what most of you are thinking, what's Frontier? So when my mom booked the tickets, it cost relatively pretty cheap compared to all the other ones, United, American, Delta, all that stuff, roughly about like $100 cheaper. There's not a lot of reviews online besides like TripAdvisor, but come on, it's TripAdvisor, like you can only believe like 50% of those, and there's only some like reviews on YouTube that describe their experience, and I want to describe my experience to you guys right now. By the way, this is not going to divert my channel into anything. I just want to speak my mind because I felt like I need to talk about this airline real quick, and come next week I'll talk about more fashion and style stuff. Price wise, it's $100. It's going to be the cheapest flight you'll probably ever get, but there's a lot of other costs to it, such as baggage, food, drinks on the airplane, etc. But as long as you plan right, you can avoid all the additional charges and actually saving more money than if you rode with the bigger airlines like Delta, United, JetBlue, all the other airlines. Especially the additional baggage. If you check in your bag before you actually go to check in at the airport, you save a lot of time, and I think you save like $10 I think. So prepare that, be better, plan ahead. A lot of people don't, and they complain about that, which I can see why, but yet again, if you just research and plan it right, you'll be able to save $10. Your additional baggage. So if you carry a baggage that's like more than like the requirement that they have on the website for the carry-on, that's like an extra $40, which a lot of people complain about, which I can understand, but yet again, they give the measurements and the dimensions of how big your carry-on should be. So as long as your carry-on's in with those requirements, they won't charge you extra. So drinks and snacks. I think on a regular like big name airline, they give you at least a Coke and peanuts for free. On Frontier Airlines, I think a can of Coke is like $2, and snacks is like $2 as well. And make sure you don't have change because they only take cards, which is kind of like the bad thing about it, but what can you do? Customer support. Their customer support was great. When we checked in, they're nice and friendly. They helped us out. When we were boarding, they checked everything, nice, friendly. The crew was nice and friendly. The captain and co-captain, the pilots, they were friendly as well. I watched other videos of YouTube and the reviews of them showing how disrespectful like the Frontier Airlines are. I don't know, maybe that's a different airport, but the ones in Denver and Washington DC, they're great. On the planes that we rode, we had economy size seats, which in different airplanes, I guess for Frontier, they had business and first class, etc., and like probably lesser class, maybe, I don't know. But our plane was relatively pretty small, so everyone had an economy seat. Economy seat, which some people might review on other YouTube videos or other TripAdvisor reviews, they probably complain about it. But for a 5'7" guy such as myself, I was able to slouch, put like really slouch, and have probably a couple more inches left to spare. So if you're 5'7", you're probably gonna have a good time with the seat. If you're probably 6 foot, you might not be able to slouch, to be honest. So the trays for the seat is so small. I'll put a picture right here, but as you can tell, my hand isn't that big or like tall, but you can tell that the tray that my hand is humongous on it. You know, it's not even humongous, but humongous, you know what I'm saying? Another downside to Frontier Airlines, other than the tray size, is picking your seat. So my family, when we purchased the tickets, we bought it off like a website like Hotwire basically, and we weren't able to pick our seats. So when we flew from DC to Denver, my family of 5 was able to stay in the exact same row of 6 seats, 5 family members. We had an extra guy on the side, he was nice, so luckily that worked out. But on the return home trip from Denver to DC, my family of 7, because we had 2 more extra people, we were all scattered throughout the plane. Even my sister with her 2 little girls were separated. I don't know how that happened, Frontier. I don't know your algorithm to picking out a seat, but at least like have the people who have the same name be like close to each other. Like me and my mother were in like row 8, and like my sister and her daughters were like in row 22. So I don't know how that happened, but luckily the customer support in Denver for Frontier was able to find my sister three empty seats in the back of the plane, so her and her kids can still stay all together, which luckily is a great thing. Thank you so much whoever helped my sister out with that one. So the ending question here is Frontier Airlines worth it? And to me, yes it is. If you plan ahead and you do it right, you can save $100 compared to the other airlines out there. The only downside to Frontier Airlines are the tray size, the seating arrangements, and probably the seats. If you're tall, like if you're super tall, like 6 feet tall, that might be a problem with you. The last thing I want to say is if you're probably a newlywed couple going to like Mexico or something, or you're just flying by yourself to get to the West Coast or East Coast or wherever, you're a single passenger, I totally recommend buying Frontier Airlines. But if you're a big family, such as probably 5 or more, you probably shouldn't get Frontier Airlines just due to the fact that my seating arrangement with my big family when we're driving back, that kind of caused a lot of stress between all of us at the airport. So that's my only conundrum with big families riding Frontier. Hey, what's up everyone? Thanks so much for watching today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I know this is not a fashion or style review, but yet again, I felt like this might be helpful for any of you who might travel Frontier Airlines in the near future. Hopefully I covered everything. If I didn't, leave me a comment down below and I'll try and answer it as bestly as I can regarding Frontier Airlines. And other than that, previous video over here, missed your video over there, and hopefully you guys have a great day. Peace!